Yep, so I'm going to be using quite a bit of diamonds to get through this. Or gems. Gems, as they're called. Of course. Of course. Last one I checked. Anyways, still 5 energy. That's not too shabby. Well, at least the Harbinger Sin is sticking to the basics. These teddy bears were used to smuggle in the components for more bombs. Yeah, once I agreed to help them, they started sending me packages. I never looked inside. I just held them for Nick. Well, it's so much easier to pretend you're innocent when you don't look inside the box. It's true. Anyways, I had a contact dig into Miss Fontaine's background to see who she may have spoken with. He couldn't uncover anything new there, but he did notice something interesting about Greenwade's device. It appears that Greenwade's bomb was constructed according to specifications provided by a man named Florian Schenk. I've encountered Mr. Schenk before. He's somewhat of a recluse, quite erratic at that. Last I heard, he was writing the rules of his very own chess in a coded language he made up himself. Lucky for us, his behavior has cost him a fair number of clients over the years. Now, only a few people even know how to contact him. If we're dealing with somebody employing the unique talents of Mr. Schenk, then they've probably been active in the European underground since before the Berlin Wall fell. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Let's figure this out. So we got 9257. There we go. Looks like someone was hiding a cache of fake IDs, all photo and descriptions of Patterson Evans. Strange that a priest would need a collection of forged passports. Well, many people find religion to escape their past. Let's see if Father Evans is hiding something in his that would necessitate a whole host of secret identities. I would not doubt it at all. Alright, let's skip all these. We can go forward. Well, 2 pages were removed, but there was enough of an impression for a laser analysis of the micro-ridges. Nick took several trips to Germany. What exactly was he doing there, Shonda? It was just after Nick told me he wanted to do something to strike back at the government. The man I was working for was importing a chemical, and he didn't want to risk moving it through my lab, so he told me to instruct Nick to pick it up. The man gave me the address of a hostel in Munich, where Nick could retrieve it, but I don't know what the chemical was, I swear. Well, if Mr. Greenwade traveled abroad to bring mysterious chemical back into the country, I'm guessing it was a shipment of bufotenide we received word arriving stateside. Now we just need to figure out who sold it to him. Well, the burner phone had the number for the safe house holding the senior Miss Fontaine. Triangulated the number and dispatched a recovery team. Your Mima is safe, but there was no trace of her captors. Oh, my Mima is safe? Thank you. Whatever you need. I'll do whatever it takes to get these monsters. Well, you're guilty of supplying a would-be terrorist with supplies to make a biochemical weapon. If you don't help us, I'll drop you off at the CIA and you'll spend the next decade in Guantanamo. Yeah, something tells me she's going to tell us what she knows. Interesting. Mr. Reddington's contacts were unable to identify this fingerprint, but I suspect it belongs to Agent Torres' shooter. Well, the fire alarm was triggered before Torres was shot, so the shooter clearly assessed the situation and wanted to clear out all witnesses. Perhaps Torres was his main target after all. It's kind of what I was thinking, as a possibility. Hey, Mr. Greenwade, as much as I love a witty back and forth, time is of the essence. Tell us exactly what you're doing with this. Show them, Agent. Probably the teddy bears, right? Nope, the tomb. Oh, his passport. Tell us exactly where you were traveling and the nature of your business. After my brother's suicide, I was angry. Justifiably angry. Shauna told me some friends she knew in Germany could help me even the score. Who are these friends? I never met them face to face. They left me some bufotenide in a room at a hostel in Munich. It was already packaged so I could bring the containers of bufonide back into the country. Well, there's only one person I know of in Germany who can acquire bufotenide and then prep it for smuggling. Oh, Ruth, my Fräulein, what have you been up to? Come on, Agent. I think we're bound for Berlin. The first schnitzel is on me. Nice, we're going to Berlin. That's cool. Oh, tell him? No way. I'm not going to tell him that we're going to Germany. He'll figure it out. Oh, wow. I would have thought it would have been a lot more. The less the post office knows about your movements, the better. I don't think they need to be privy to our next move. Well, it's best to keep Director Cooper in the dark. Bureaucracy is inefficient at the best of times. No need to have him get in the way now. Did I ever tell you how Dembe and I once fled Algeria in the back of a garbage truck? Crossing international borders while sipping cognac at 30,000 feet is remarkably more enjoyable. But anyways, back to business. Whoever was manipulating Greenway was routing his raw materials through Germany, and nothing moves through Germany without touching Frau Krueger's hands. Let's head to her warehouse and see if she can deliver us to Taurus's shooter. Ruth, my petite Frau, you haven't aged a day since the wall fell. Red, the only thing worse than your lies is your homemade schnapps. Don't remind me. I had a hangover for 2 years after that last batch. Haven't topped a drop of it since. I assume you're not here to reminisce about our misbegotten time in Munich. Sadly, no. We need to know about shipments of explosives to the States. You know that my transactions are all confidential. I wouldn't tell you about them, just like I wouldn't tell them about our time at the Red Lion. Oh! I know, my dear, but despite the lovely times we had in the dark corners of that beer garden, I need to know if you sent any shipments to Nick Greenwood or Shonda Fontaine. Yes, she's going to say no. Come on, darling. Come now, darling. I know that Greenwood was moving supplies through Germany, and we both know that nothing moves through Germany without your help. Fine, he was here. But you know how I work. No questions, no morals, only cash. That's exactly why I used you. But this man and his friend shot someone who was, well, if not in my employ, then she was very useful to me. Well, shipments were always stored in Warehouse 12. It's a private area that only those customers have access to. I don't know what's in there currently. I'll let you search it as long as nobody ever finds out that I let my affection for you cloud my business policies. My lips are sealed, at least about this. Come on, agent, let's see what Mr. Greenway and his associates have left us. Wow. You sly dog. Alright, so what do we got here? Ripped paper. See the assault rifle. Oh, reveal the image. It's a fingerprint. Cool. Axe. Pill bottle. There's the gas canisters. Grenade launcher, for sure. That was easy to find. There's the axe. Gas canisters. What the heck are those? Oh, wow. Well, we got a lot of clues. An assault rifle. Someone was planning on being a naughty boy. Let's run that print you found on it. In East German mustard gas canisters. These were supposed to be destroyed back in 1995. We should check them out to see if the gas is still active. This document was ripped to shreds. Lucky for us, they were too lazy to burn it. If you put it together, it could lead us to the Harbinger of Sin. And an unmarked pill bottle. Was the Harbinger of Sin using pills to motivate Greenway? Let's take this in for analysis to see what little threat or little treats he was playing with. Classified document. Obtain 5 stars. Oh, totally. That's what we do. Alright, we're gonna go bottom right. Nope. Well, I don't give praise so often, so I won't hear. That canister is the same watching eye logo that was left in the cathedral, and it's heavy. I think it's full. If we can determine the makeup of the chemical inside this canister, then perhaps we can trace it to the supplier and learn how and where the Harbinger of Sin intends to use it. To all involved. Okay, so this is... This is a copy of the memo that Stephen Chen sent to the brass, asking them to rescind the strike order on the apartment building in Iraq, the same bombing that Greenwade's brother was involved with. Seems that the Harbinger of Sin may have some connection to our previous cases. Interesting. But anyways, guys, gonna grab some more stars. I'm gonna wait a little bit for this time. I'll see you guys later. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, and we are back. So, still haven't been able to figure out music, so I figured this music is just as good. Little Easter egg. Well, looks like this wire transfer was to our dear friend Ruth Krueger. It's very large and very recent, something Ruth neglected to mention. I do find it amusing that she only deals in cash due to its anonymity, and yet a cash transfer is going to be her undoing. I guess I was wrong when I told Ruth that our business was terminated. We'll need to have one last chat with my dear Fräulein after we talk with Patterson Evans. Very interesting. This isn't standard mustard gas. Evans decided to spice things up by using the same variety of mustard gas that decimated San Mauricio. There's a logo on the side of the tank. It's a bit damaged. See if you can link it to anything we've encountered so far. Sweet. Let's interrogate the Harbinger of Sin. Okay, Evans. I'll just call you Evans to make things easy. I know that you just paid for a large shipment. How about you fill in the rest of the blanks? Ah, that one. Greenway called me yesterday to request it. You could have saved me the shipping costs and told me that you had him in custody. Since you locked him up a couple days ago, I guess he won't be needing it. Yeah, because you just called him a couple days ago, right? Yeah. You said Greenway requested it yesterday. How could he have done that when he was already in our custody? Alright. The shipment was for someone else. I weaponized the bacteria that Greenway stole, and the Peace Summit is the perfect place to unveil it to our clients. Not anymore. I'll alert some treasured associates of mine, and your bomb will be removed from the Peace Summit before the Peace Seekers there make it through their first verse of Kumbaya. So what? You might be able to stop this attack, but the Wraith will destroy you, Reddington. The Wraith, eh? That's the second time this mystery man has meddled in my affairs from afar. He was actually so deadly, one would think he'd make an appearance. You'll meet him soon, but I doubt you'll live long enough to savor the moment. Wow, why are all of you self-proclaimed super criminals so melodramatic? It's really quite a bore. The Wraith, the Harbinger of Sin? Am I the only one who went by his given name? Well, who's to say that that's really his given name? I mean, it could be, but I'm just saying. Alright, let's see if we can flip these. Okay, oh, so this is another one of the eyes. Well, this is the same logo as the canister in Krueger's warehouse. Clearly Evans was using her to smuggle his gas to the States. We need to talk to Krueger to find out where the gas was headed and who received it. Arrange for us to take off back to the States in an hour. Evans' fingerprints on the gun that shot Torres should be enough to clear your name. We still have the issue of Krueger being less than forthcoming. I can't let her think that this went unnoticed. Ruth, dear, it seems that you were concealing a recent shipment of some rather nasty chemical weapons by a party that I have an interest in stopping. There's a large difference between not offering something up and actively concealing it. Enough semantics. I need to know where and whom the mustard gas you were moving was sent. Well, of course, the instructions came in a few minutes before you arrived. The gas was delivered to the usual hospital in the States. The hospital? Yeah, it was marked as being a medical treatment for one Emma Torres. Torres? The gas wasn't going to be used to attack the Peace Summit. It's going to be used against Torres. We have to get over there and stop him. Ah, so this was all just a ruse for him. The mustard gas is here. I could take out everyone in the building. I'll get the civilians out of here. You get Torres. Too late, Agent. Agent, you're still with us. Between the explosion of the mustard gas, I had my doubts. The gas, after we found it in Germany, I had Dembe secure an antidote. The only doses he could find were made in the 80s, so who knew if they'd still be effective. Glad to see you're still with us, Agent. Reddington filled us in the Harbinger of Sin, and I've cleared your name with the brass. Fortunately, Agent Torres didn't make it through the blast. Her room was obliterated, and we haven't been able to find her remains. Evans is looking at the death penalty for his role in the murder. What we have to figure out is who planted the gas. Greenway and Fontaine were in custody. Evans was with you. Someone else orchestrated this attack. Most likely that mystery man you saw in Torres' hospital room before the blast. Interesting. Maybe Torres is this was like all a cover, maybe. I don't know. Interesting. Not as many. If you know who aided Evans in attacking Torres and why they targeted her, our assets could help you find justice for her murder. Done. Well, Evans confessed to you that Torres was the one who burned him when he was a CIA spy, and that she was a double agent. That's true. She's learned a lot about our operation. We'll need to protect ourselves. I'll find out if there's any truth to this. Thank you, Agent. Nice. Done all this stuff. Mastered Case 8 as well. And like this. I'll be doing that. Case 9 is coming soon. Sweet. Cool. Anyways, guys, I've caught up. I'll be waiting for the next case. I'll see you guys later. This has been Pitching Case 88. Over and out.